Hello everybody and welcome to another narrated thought practice video that I have on my other channel where I did Manas, and today I'm going to do a requested boss that some people have asked me to do, Ornstein and Smough. I'm going to be showing you how the all bosses speedrun deals with Ornstein and Smough nowadays. Let me just quickly load the save file here for you to see. And so here is my build. I have 24 endurance and 27 strength. And I'm going to be using a unupgraded Dragon Tooth. So this fight's gonna be mid-rolling. So when I move swap during the fight, I'm going to be mid-rolling. That shouldn't play that huge of a role in the fight. But what does play a huge of a role is the execution of this fight. Some of you may know we can now abuse the toggling of this game to break enemies' AIs. Basically, when you toggle a weapon or you unequip or equip armor, your character deloads for a couple of frames, and if you time that properly with the enemy's AI timer, which refreshes every 5 seconds, you can abuse that, and so the enemy will be basically AFK. You won't be in the enemy's target list until you attack him. So we're gonna make use of that now. We just turn the AI back on. There we go. I'm gonna reload the save, and I'm gonna do an example of how the AI break works. So you wanna equip this thing. 3 left, 2 right, 1 left. And they don't move. They move here, but until I attack them, I am not in their target list until the AI timer refreshes, and then I'm added to the target list. So okay, this is what we're gonna do to abuse this boss. And the very important thing is that there are different setups depending on how fast you enter the fog gate. So the last one that I did was a slow one. This is a fast one. And then I move swap here. And then I do 2 running attacks. It's somewhat normal for him to dodge that. Does that sometimes. This is really bad, RNG. You normally want Smough to jump back and not do whatever he did there. So yeah, this would be a pretty bad fight if you're trying to go really fast, but it's still manageable, as you could see. And yeah, second phase Smough is pretty much the same as every other weapon that can stagger him in 2 hits. And that's the fight. So now I'm gonna go into a little more detail on how I deal with different things in this fight. I'll pay attention and make sure to mention what this was. This was a slow entrance. So toggle right, 4 left, 5 right, 2 left. Move swap, lock on, running attack, running attack. So get close to Smough so he jumps back. That's a pretty normal thing to do, even in the regular fight. If you get close to Smough after he does an attack, there's a good chance that he jumps back, and we can abuse that to make the fight more consistent and reliable, because if Smough does an attack as the cutscene transitions, There might be a lingering hitbox there. That was really quick. So this is gonna be 3 bow toggles. 4 right. 4 left. 2 right. Move swap. Lock on. 2 running attacks. Oops. Messed up there. So damage control. Tried to get Smough to jump back. Couldn't do it. Alright. What you can do also is while Ornstein is dying and the cutscene is transitioning. Jesus, I really am struggling to do running attacks in this fight. You can do a backstep and backstep through the cutscene, skip the cutscene, and then do a backstep attack, which is literally the same as the running attack. And that starts the second phase part of the fight a little faster. It's pretty nice. Looks cool as well. But that was a pretty bad fight because I messed up the beginning of the second running attack. But it is really... I think it's way more manageable than the other fight. This is a 3rd frame, so I can do whatever. I'm just gonna do the fast one. After a million times that you do this, you can tell which frame you enter the fog gate in. One thing to really consider is when Ornstein dodges one of your attacks, there might be a lingering hitbox there. But when Ornstein dodges one of the parts of the running attack, he is on a 1-hit stagger. God. He is really jumpy sometimes. He's on a 1-hit stagger, and you have to use that into your advantage to be really aggressive and get damage in quickly, but also paying attention to what Smough's doing at the same time. That was slow. Yeah, slow cycle, not cycle, setup. Oh, that was really unlucky getting hit there. But worked out fine. That was good RNG from both of them. And Smough does his funny things. He is really annoying when you're trying to go for a really fast fight, because when he jumps backwards is often annoying, and then it's like a 1 second, half a second time loss. And sometimes he jumps towards the slower elevator, which is also another second time loss. Very annoying. So that was fast. Needless to say, you need to be comfortable with move swap for this to be good for you. So come back to close to Smough so he jumps back. And then you finish Ornstein off. I want to show something that would require him to jump back. So do that, will ya? You always do it when I don't want it, so do me a favor now. No? Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, what I wanted to show is that the distance at which you do your attacks is really important in move swap combat. It may seem really simplistic because you're just staggering things left and right, but to stagger things left and right, you need to hit both of your attacks most of the time. Some things stagger with one attack. So the way I like to think of the moves of the Dragon Tooth in particular is that it's a cone. So you want to be at a certain distance from Ornstein, for example, that's a thin target, to actually hit your... Oh, there you go. This is what I'm talking about. I wanted to, instead of going forward towards Smough there, I did a little bit of zigzagging Because I don't want to close all the distance between us. Because I want to use my Dragon Tooth's girthy tip, know what I'm saying, in my advantage. Because the base of the cone, or sorry, it's like a pyramid, rather. Not a... That could be a cone as well, I guess. The base of it is larger, so it has a larger hitbox. Therefore, it's easier to hit things with it. That's how I like to think about it. There's two specific attacks where that's really important, and even nowadays I struggle with that. Oh, here it is. See? I don't want to be super close to him. So I go backwards there, and I do my running attack while trying to turn around. The turnaround part can be a little tricky to aim. So that was a really good fight, for example. And you see me go to the elevator and dupe the soul, because that's what we do in the route, the Colonel Boss's route. I can mention also my general movement. I'm always sprinting. I'm doing this on controller. I don't sprint here because if I sprinted, I don't know, English is my fourth language. If I did that all the way, I would be behind Ornstein, and I don't really want to do that. So back to Smough. Ornstein jumps away, but my tooth is really big. Run away from that attack. Hit Smough. It's important to notice that you don't need to do the backstep every fight. There are times that you literally can't. As long as you're not like directly in front of Smough, you are probably safe to just do a regular running attack. But I didn't mention what I actually wanted to. Here. Oh, that's really fast. I want to mention how I move after the second running attack. Because that's important for different routes. Because I have so much stamina in this route, I actually get to do 2 running attacks back to back and still have leftover stamina to maybe dodge something that might pose a danger afterwards. This was a really good fight as well. Damn, why can I not get these in my runs? What the hell? So yeah, you can see that I haven't died yet in these attempts, which shows how much more consistent this fight has become over the years. And this method is like a second slower than the absolute perfect RNG you can get in a normal fight, so it is absolutely worth it doing this method in this route. Which again, might differ from route to route because you have different weapons, different stats. Okay, so that was really poor because I didn't have enough stamina, but the fight still worked out fine. There is a lingering hitbox there, so let me show you here actually. See, I get hit by nothing, by air. I'm gonna go do it again. Hello? Where is it? Did it go away? I thought these didn't go away. Okay. Today I learned. And before I get bonked by it here. But yeah, you get the gist of it. That's what I meant by lingering hitboxes on cutscene transition. So I don't want to make this video extremely long because, oops, I messed up one toggle there. Because there aren't that many variables to this fight anymore. But I did want to showcase it a little bit. Couple of pointers is that the timing that you do your running attacks is really important, so you have to be comfortable with gauging how you... Oh, that is the worst attack that Smough can do. Yep, and that's my first death there. Yeah, Smough has that attack. It's actually good that I showed this and died. Smough has that attack that is a horizontal swipe. Depending on what Ornstein does, when Smough pulls his hammer back, he's gonna push Ornstein out of position. So you either YOLO and try to kill Ornstein while he's being pushed back by the hammer, or you wait, lose a little bit of time, and risk having Smough recover to actually be able to attack you. So it is very likely the worst thing that you could get. And might be a lingering hitbox there, but that is at a decent enough place that you can only go there in second phase as Smough jumps there, which he does. But he is being very nice. He's camera shy. So I think I'm gonna do one more and then wrap it up, because this is already sort of long. But yeah, I'm hoping that this helps runners that are either doing this route or are doing this fight at all, like this. Because there are variations, but the general idea is really similar. So it's not uncommon to get hit there by that attack. Wow, okay, that was that was a really bad RNG. Smough did a lot of bad attacks. Yeah, all deaths happen as well. It's not 100% consistent thing, and my game crashed. So I think that's a good way to end. Thank you very much for watching. This is the first video in a really long time, but it was also not extremely hard to make. And yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed it. Subscribe and follow me on Twitch. And yep, bye bye.